Hi everyone, I'm just going to go through how to use our scorecard in Netball. And so we're going to just make sure we go through a few things with the teams, odds and evens, keeping score, what to do at the end of the quarter, and then transferring scores to the next quarter. Now, it's maybe something that you are used to, but sometimes it's not. Now, the reason why we need to do this is because we want the children basically to take charge of this and take ownership of this part, so that you can either be umpiring or coaching rather than focusing on the scores and whose centre pass the next is. So first of all, this is our scorecard. So we'll put in our teams. Let's put GIS here, and let's put Alice Smith here. So before the game starts, the two captains will go and do the toss to decide who takes the first centre pass. Whoever gets the first centre pass is then going to be our even team, and then the other team will be the odds. So let's say that class win the toss, so they are evens, and then GIS are odds. So we know who's going to take. If we add up all the scores from both sides, we know who will take the next centre pass. And this is just if our umpires lose track. Now, umpires should be using the elastic band around the hand, so they should know, but this is in case there are any discrepancies. We know exactly whose centre pass it is if the scores have been taken, correctly added up and correctly taken all the time. So, first quarter starts, and let's say class take the first goal, GIS take the next goal. Now, unlike any other form of taking a score, you need to make sure we can see the numbers, so we don't want to tally. So if class score again, we'll cross it out, put a 2, cross it out, put a 3, cross it out, put a 4, GIS score, GIS score. Now, at this point, if the umpire doesn't know whose centre pass it is, we simply add 3 and 4, and that is an odd number, so it would be Garden who take the next centre. So that is why we do it, so we can see the numbers. If it's a tally, you can't do that. It's not as easy. So let's say they score, so the next centre pass, 4 plus 4 is 8, is an even number, therefore class will take the next centre. Now let's say that's the end of the quarter. So if they are in the middle of play, so class have taken that centre, no score has happened, then the whistle goes for the end of the quarter. The odds and evens then switch. So if they're in the middle of play and no goal is scored before the next centre pass is taken, then odds and evens switch, and you simply transfer the scores down to the next quarter. Now, let's say in the next quarter, so we should know straight away 4 plus 4 is 8, there's 4 and even, so GIS will be taking the next quarter, the next centre pass, sorry. So in the next quarter, let's say no goals are scored, let's say 1 goal is scored, so it's 5, but before, so 5 plus 4 is 9, therefore class will take the next centre, but let's say that the whistle goes before the centre pass is taken. So GIS score, and as the centre is walking into the centre circle, the time goes, but the centre pass is not taken. That's when, into the next quarter, when evens and odds stay the same. So if no centre pass is taken after a goal is scored, so the time goes, then the odds and evens will stay the same, and you just bring the next score down. Okay? So odds and evens stay the same if no centre pass is taken, but here they were in the middle of play and no goal was scored before. No goal was scored in the middle of that play after the last centre pass. So evens and odds will stay the same. Okay, so have we done everything? Put the teams in, done the odds and evens, keeping of score, what to do at the end of the quarter, and transfer the score onto the next quarter. So that is how you use this kind of scorecard. Okay.